New Way Ford in Coon Rapids and Pocahontas is proud.
Reason this tie line won't. Good evening, everybody, and welcome down here to Audubon, Iowa on the Mackey Motors tailgate, brought to you by Mackey Motors of Lake City, recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 16 years running. We've got non-conference basketball for you here tonight as the Greene County Rams in town to take on the Wheelers of Audubon. We're coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Jeff Blankman and Mason Nealon with you here tonight. Mason, first ever meeting between the Rams and the Wheelers, and it looks like it should be a pretty good one on paper here tonight.
Yeah, I was shocked at that comment of it being the first one ever, because it's just weird when you have a team that's not too far away from where you're at and you've never played them before. I get with class and those type of restrictions and stuff, sometimes you don't have a 1A and a 4A or a 5A playing, but I mean, for two schools that aren't too far apart in class and too far apart in like place, it's weird that it's the first time.
You think about it, though, they're actually an hour apart, which is hard to believe. Greene County, Jefferson, a half an hour from Carroll, Audubon, a half an hour from Carroll in different directions. So it feels like to us, because we're in the middle of them, that they're pretty close. But these schools are an hour apart. The Rams coming into tonight, they're 1-2 on the season under head coach Chris Nelson. Fell to Grandview Christian 63-48. Lost to Perry 56-48 and beat Ogden by a final of 67-63. For the Wheelers of Audubon, they're coming in under head coach Darren Miller. They're 0-3 on the year, but their schedule, Mason's been really good. They lost to Coon Rapids Bayard 54-49, lost to Underwood 62-48, and fell to Trainer as well 67-47. That game closer than that final score indicates, kind of slipped away from them a little bit in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, I broadcasted the Coon Rapids Bayard one. This is a team that hung around with what many people are saying a contender to go to the state tourney for that Class 1A there, and a team that might be the best team in the Rolling Valley Conference. And you somehow go pick one of the best teams in the Rolling Valley Conference and then two of the best teams in your conference, in the Western Iowa Conference here, to play in the first three matches. So I think that the Audubon team themselves are better than what their record shows.
And tonight's going to be guard heavy the way it looks for both of these teams. Audubon's got some great size, but it's been the guard so far in Aiden Kiergaard, Brody Schultes, and Carson Wessel that have been the guys, and then Jorgen Nowatzki off of the bench that have been the guys that have really put the points on the board for them here to start the season.
Yeah, and what a season Jorgen Nowatzki's having off the bench for the Wheelers. I mean, he's just been kind of that spark plug where when the Wheelers are starting to fall behind a little bit, Coach Miller looks to the bench and sees Jorgen. He says, you know what, go in there and play your style of ball. And he goes out there and he puts up some numbers.
And for Greene County, Brock Stream, the senior, coming in averaging 11 points per game. Nathan Towers, another guard, at 8 points per game. They've gotten some pretty good production inside, though, from Lincoln Schwander, who comes in averaging 12 points and 7 rebounds a game. For Brody Weber and for Austin Christensen, I think two really good, athletic, talented kids down in the block. They're going to have to try and slow him down tonight.
Yeah, and I think Brody Weber's got the size to do it. I mean, when you look at Greene County here, they've got plenty of size. When you see 6'5", 6'3", you see some 6'4" in there as well. But you look across the table here at Audubon, and no stranger to size as well, and their starting lineup alone, 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", and then on their bench, you got some 6'4" kids down there as well. So both teams have the size to do it. It's going to be which team can actually out-physical the other one down low.
And we'll find that out. We're going to step away, take a break. We're back with more of our Mackey Motors tailgate coming up for you on the 93.7 KKRL and the CB Sports Network YouTube channel.
This fall, cozy up with internet that keeps up. With WindSpeed Fiber Internet from Western Iowa Networks, enjoy 1 gig speeds for just $99.99 a month. Perfect for streaming, football, fall shows, and working from home. No lag, no interruptions, just the speed you need all season long. Other speed packages available starting at just $59.99 a month. Call or text 712-775-2946 for details or visit westinet.com today. Western Iowa Networks, connecting you to what matters for 120 years.
I love how you're always thinking ahead.
Well, they don't call me Prepared Pat for nothing.
Guess that makes you forward-thinking Fiona.
Gotta protect your dreams. Life's better when you're under our roof.
And that would be? Relieved Rudy?
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Motors tailgate rolling on here on 93.7 KKRL and the CB Sports Network YouTube channel, brought to you tonight by Western Iowa Networks. Again, reliable, fast internet, fiber internet with no data caps. We've got Megan Berger sitting over here to Mason's right. She is running that broadcast, so you can go to the CB Sports Network YouTube channel and bring it up. And thanks to Mason, we've kind of re-added some stuff that we've done in the past, but made it a little fancier here for everybody.
I couldn't teach the old dog some new tricks, so I had to do it myself. I'm just messing, Jeff, but
yep.
I figured, if we can improve the quality of what we do for everyone that listens or that watches or does both, I think that we should do that because we owe it to them to be able to give them the best product available.
Absolutely, and so tell the folks what we've done this all before, but I'm old, so I don't keep up with it as well. So what have we brought back on the video broadcast?
I went in and we just added some logos to each team. You can kind of see better than if you're kind of just glancing around to see which team is which and who's playing tonight, and then we also added in which quarter it is as well as the time that's going to be on the clock here tonight, because I know you see it sometimes when we move the camera to be able to see the scoreboard, but we've added in now so that you can actually tell on the thing.
Yep, so Megan's got to click a few extra buttons, and Mason's going to take it out of his pay to add for her pay here too. By the way, Mason, before we get to starting lineups, it must be NBA jersey night tonight. I see that Riley Miller and Cadence Brandon Sporer aren't wearing one. Neither is Anna Larson. But Maya King's got a Clippers on. I see a Lakers, Denver. Who else do we see over there?
Blue Mountain State's in there.
Blue Mountain State.
Raiders, Packers. There's an Audubon jersey. Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, Lucy Standerson wearing that Packers jersey. Sorry to bring that one up.
She can take that off. I saw somebody with a Caleb Williams jersey. I don't see it anymore, and that's the one that I really wanted to see because
being a Bears fan,
best team in the NFC North. But yeah, I mean it's fun when they do stuff like that because it just shows that they care to go to the games and do something for the games.
Yes, absolutely. And Harlow Miller's wearing the best non-jersey of them all. She's got her Rewind T-shirt on tonight, so we thank her very much for that. But always fun to kind of look over and see what the student section and what their theme for the night is. So let's take a look at our starting lineups here tonight. First of all, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Rams of Greene County, again under head coach Chris Nelson. They come in 1-2 overall, 0-2 in the heart of Iowa. They'll start a 6'2 senior in Brock Stream, a 5'11 senior in Carter Highnote, a 5'10 senior in Nathan Towers, a 6'3 junior in Lincoln Schwander, and a 6'5 senior in Rafe Michelson. For the Audubon Wheelers, they're 0-3 overall on the year, 0-2 in the Western Iowa Conference. This is under head coach Darren Miller. And again, they'll be starting a 6-foot sophomore at Aiden Kiergaard, a 6-foot senior in Brody Schultes, a 6'3 senior in Carson Wessel, a 6'4 senior in Austin Christensen, and a 6'5 senior in Brody Weber. And that's a look at our starting lineup. So we'll be back with tip-off of tonight's game coming up for you in 3 minutes on 93.7 KKRL and the CB Sports Network YouTube channel.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale. How you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
People want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Dries Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Dries Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Audubon, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
For over 50 years, Pringer Slumberland has been your trusted destination for all things furniture and flooring. Hi, it's Matt Pringer, 3rd generation in our family-owned business. We understand the importance of creating spaces where memories are made and cherished. Our commitment to quality craftsmanship, personalized service, and unbeatable value has made us a staple in the community. Pringer Slumberland is more than just a furniture store. We're part of your community, and when you shop with us, you're not just furnishing your home, you're investing in the livelihood of your neighbors. Pringer Slumberland, Highway 30 West in Carroll.
Only Pizza Ranch serves buffet your way.
Don't you mean my way, Mr. Voiceover Guy?
Sure, anyone's way, actually. Request your favorite pizza. We'll make it, bake it, and give you the first slice.
I can add peppers to pepperoni, Stampede on stuffed crust, maybe Texan taco on thin. No tomatoes on my half. How can I convince Mom to let us eat here every night?
It's buffet your way at Pizza Ranch. Say it with me, kid.
These DMAC Carroll campus students are tomorrow's nurses. They're leaders, smart, dedicated, and they care about their community.
My experience in DMAC nursing so far, I get to make a difference in people's lives during their most vulnerable times, and I build friendships along the way.
The interaction between the faculty, staff, and professor with the students are really close. They really help us a lot every time.
Get started today.
Been controlling the opening tip as we bring you to action here tonight on 93.7 KKRL. Rams opening it up here in a man-to-man. They'll find Wessel cutting down 3. He's going to kick it back out. Tracking it down is Kiergaard. They'll work it over to Schultes. Left side, Wessel going to fire up the 3. It's up and good. And the Audubon Wheelers have taken the early at 3-0 lead.
Yeah, nice job there of recovering. I mean, almost lost the ball, but you turn around, you turn it into points, and you always like to see that.
And we get a steal by Austin Christensen on the Rams opening possession. The big guy will lead it down to Kiergaard. Now to Schultes. Open for 3. It's up, banks that one home. And we find out that the bank is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, especially here in Audubon. And the Wheelers lead it 6-0.
Yeah, back-to-back there. That one, you know, it is a Monday, so the bank is open for the Wheelers.
Another turnover. Weber going to come up with the loose ball this time. He'll get it off to Wessel. Wessel will bring it up. Kick pass over. Nope, now he drives all the way. I thought he was going to kick it to Kiergaard. Shot is up, no good. Rams will clear the rebound. That is Highnote. Highnote double-teamed in the backcourt. Will step through the double team. Gets it off to Stream. Down to the left corner. They work it to Towers. Towers back up top. 3-point shot all on the way. And that one is no good from Schwander. He's the leading scorer for this Ram ball club. And it'll bound out of bounds. It's going to be Wheeler basketball. And Mason, a good start here tonight for Audubon.
Yeah, that was just one that, you caught the break on that first one. The second one, you really made it happen.
3-point shot from Wessel up, no good in the right corner. That one's going to be the last touch and out of bounds off of I thought they pointed that it was Audubon basketball, but it is going to be the Rams ball. That was last touch by Kiergaard. Pressure again, 2-2-1 for Audubon. Inbounds pass comes. They'll work it up now with Highnote. Lobs it ahead to Schwander. Schwander back to Highnote. He'll bring it past the Audubon bench as the Rams going left to right. Wheelers going right to left in this first quarter. Shot up, no good. Brody Schultes will clear the rebound. Our first rebound, kicking it ahead. Tough catch for Weber. Tries to save it, but it's off Kiergaard. And that time, maybe Audubon just playing a little too fast.
Yeah, that one, I think they were hitting him in stride, but as he was in stride, he was almost getting to the block by the time that he was catching that ball, and that's just a tough one to turn around and try and make a play on.
Yeah, I'd rather throw it up to a big guy than down around the ankles, but that was still a tough catch for Brody Weber. High Note with it up top, working against Schultes. Wheeler's going man-to-man this trip down. Brody Schultes now going to be called for the reach-in as he jumps out on Stream. That'll be number 1 on Schultes. And team foul number 1 against the Wheelers here. 5:57 to go, first quarter, 6-0 in favor of Audubon. High Note with it, looks for Stream in the corner, nothing there. They'll cut down through with it, Towers. Wheeler's doing a nice job cutting off passing lanes, but there's a backdoor cut by Towers, gets into the lane, kick out pass to Schwander. Schwander step through move on Wessel. The runner is up no good, and the rebound taken down by Wessel.
Nice rotation there once they got out of way there to get the ball.
Wessel finds Christensen underneath. The layup is up and good, and the Wheelers lead at 8-0. Foul on the play.
That one was the time where you want to play a little faster. They tried to play faster on the possession before, but this time they played a little faster to be able to get that one.
Timeout on the floor. 8-0 Audubon, 5:34 to go. We're back in 30 seconds here on 93.7 KKRL and the CB Sports Network YouTube channel.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive healthcare for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
Culver's player of the game coming up in the postgame here tonight. Wheelers on top 8-0. Austin Christensen at the free throw line is shooting 33% from the line this season. That number will go up as the season goes on as he knocks down the and one there, the old-fashioned three-point play. That's pushed the Wheelers on top here 9-0. Pressure again for Audubon. They get the ball off to Stream. Stream looking to get it up across half court. Works it off now to Towers. Towers comes off a screen by High Note, dribbles down near the right elbow, gets it off to Schwander at the free throw line. Left side, 3 on the way from High Note. That's going to be short, and Brody Wember will clear his first rebound of the game. Wheelers will push it left side with Wessel. Kick pass right side. Schultes open for 3. This one is up short, and the rebound taken out of there by Michelson. They'll kick it ahead, and the layup on the left side is up and good for the 5'10 senior Nathan Towers.
Christensen making the smart play defensively there. There was probably no chance you're going up to get a block on that one. Kind of just stayed home and let the guy go up on his own.
Kiergaard coming off a fantastic football season. Penetrates in left side, finds Schultes. Underneath the Weber, shot up no good. Rebound battle for Michelson will clear it for Greene County. They get it off now to Stream over to High Note. High Note across half court. Wheelers do a nice job getting back defensively. 4.5 to go first quarter. 9-2 Audubon. The pass right into the breadbasket that time of Christensen. He'll push 3-on-2 break, penetrates in, gets to the rim. Mason, great job that time by Weber to kind of set him a screen to open him up.
Yeah, one of the Rams, too, had kind of set up like they wanted to get a foul there, but he dribbles around it, kept his dribble alive to be able to make that play.
Schwander with it on the left wing, 11-2 in favor of Audubon. Penetrating in now is Towers, shot up no good. Christensen will clear the rebound. Good defense again by Audubon. Mason, what's been so good about the Audubon defense so far?
They're boxing out on rebounds is the most important thing, but second thing, they're rotating away from the ball as well. It's easy to rotate to the ball, but away from the ball, getting to different defenders is harder.
Kiergaard 3 from the left corner up no good. Rebound still bounding around. High Note will pick it up, gets it off to Towers. Towers attacks against Wessel. Great defense by Wessel to go straight up, and Christensen clears his second rebound. 3:40 to go first quarter. Darren Miller hollering out what offense he wants to run. Wessel with it out near the scorer's table left side. Gets it to Christensen. He'll drive in, attacks in against the defense that time of Michelson, and Austin Christensen's got to 7 points here early in the ballgame.
Yeah, he's been a big factor, and it's that athleticism. I mean, he's a tall kid, but he's super athletic and gets to the basket really easily.
Yeah, and he is a kid that has a motor that never stops. Towers drives in, finds High Note. Gets up on the right wing. 15-footer on the way. That one good for Carter High Note. He's averaging 5 a game, and the Wheelers' lead is cut to 13-4. Wessel down the right side, backs it off, looking inside. They'll come up top, right side, top of the key instead of Kiergaard. Pump fake, got the defender in the air, floater down the lane, up and good.
Again, basketball IQ there. It went up with the floater instead of going all the way there. You're going up against a guy that's 6'5". It's hard to get a layup up, but a nice job of stopping and getting the floater.
Kiergaard with a basket, good basket. And now Christensen and Schultes double teaming Schwander. And we're going to get a reach-in foul going to go on Austin Christensen. That's going to be his first and team number 2. I know it's a long way away from the basket, but I think if you're Darren Miller, you're probably okay with that foul because that was an aggressive foul.
Yeah, that's not one where you're making a silly mistake beyond the half-court line. You're going and you're trapping at that ball and trying to get the ball out.
Jorgen Nowatzki, Ryan Hermanson will check in. Schultes, Weber, Wessel will check out. Also checking in is Sullivan McLean. Michelson with it up top. They work it now. Tipping it away is Nowatzki. He'll come up with the steal. He's out on the break. Leaves it behind him to Kiergaard, who's going to end up traveling with the basketball. Great vision that time by Jorgen Nowatzki on that pass behind him.
Yeah, that's just a tough pass. I know Aiden was in full stride there and tried to completely come to a stop while at full speed. And that's just a tough one to fully get your momentum stopped.
As I say, Aiden's used to carrying the ball for 80 yards on those explosive runs like that, not catching it. Bringing it up is Heino, trapped over on the left side, gets it off to Towers, now off to Stream. Right side, top of the key, 3 up, no good. And the rebound taken out of there by Hermanson for Audubon. Kick pass head to Nowatzki, right corner. Pump fake, gets it back into the right corner to Kiergaard, who drifted in behind, shot up, no good. And the rebound taken out of there that time by Greene County. That's Tegan Chisholm. Ahead to Towers, shot blocked by Kiergaard, who's going to pick up the foul. Got it clean up top, but I think there was some body contact.
Yeah, and props to him for Aiden being a 6-foot guy. He got up and put the thing off the glass. He's got some athleticism there. He showed that during the football season, but just the body contact going to get the foul.
Third foul of the night here on the Wheelers. First on Kiergaard. Towers at the line, shooting 25% from the line this season. The free throw, though, is up and good. And Mason, I always look at these early season free throw percentages and kind of take them with a grain of salt. Nobody shoots well usually early in the year, so you anticipate those numbers to go up as the season goes on, or at least you hope they do anyway.
Yeah, I mean, most people are going to shoot around that 30, maybe low 40s percentage share. Those will get up during the season.
Second one is up. It is good. That'll cut the Wheeler lead here to 15-6. Nowatzki now brings it up left side of the floor, picked up there by Towers. Stream. They'll work it over to Hermanson, back up top. Nearly stolen away that time by Towers, but Schultes will get it over to McLean on the right wing. Back up top, Hermanson, right side, top of the key. Off to Wessel. Rams staying there man-to-man. Backdoor cut by Hermanson. Pass is tipped. Chisholm got a piece of it into the hands that time of Carver. Chisholm back over to Carver, back over to Chisholm. His 3 on the way. That is going to be short. Rebound to Hermanson, his second. Kick pass ahead. Nowatzki left side attacks the rim. Little floater off the baseline, up and good.
Yeah, and that time Jordan, just smart play again. Had the 3-pointer in the corner for a second. Their defense closes out, able to get around. He's such a fast kid. If he beats you off the dribble for just 1 second, he's getting all the way.
Double team. Wessel going to come up with his steal. Wide open, and the layup's up and good. Thought maybe he'd go up and hammer that one home, but it's early in the season.
Yeah, you got to get the legs back under you. Get full basketball shape before you go up and punch one down.
19-6 Audubon, their largest lead here in the game. Bounce pass underneath. Great job by Hermanson. Came up with the steal, but then travels with the basketball. And that's one where you hate the turnovers, but you understand that when he caught it in the best breadbasket, he was jumping that passing line.
Yeah, and he was sprinting down to the bucket to rotate on defense. That's hard to, again, come to a full stop with the ball.
Pass is tipped away. Great effort again by Hermanson on the defensive end. Rams were trying to get it to Carver over here in the right corner. 50.7 seconds remaining first quarter. It's been all Wheelers here to open things up. Lob pass comes in. They'll get it up top to Carver over to the left side. Chisholm's 3 on the way up, no good. Nowatzki up high for the board, his first of the night. Gets it off now to Schultes. Schultes off to Wessel, open 3, right side top of the key. It's short. Long rebound taken down by Carver for the Rams. Ball knocked away from behind. Coming out of there with it is Nowatzki, and he's going to take it in. We're going to get a foul on the floor. And Nowatzki's going to make a trip to the free throw line. Actually, with that being on the floor, that'll be just number 2 on the Rams. So no free throws coming up. The Wheelers will inbound on the baseline. That foul on Carver is his first.
You like to see one of your guards making those type of plays, getting downhill and trying to go get buckets like that.
Hermanson feeds it into Wessel, dribbles it off the leg, but it goes right to Nowatzki, who gets to the rim off the left side. And Nowatzki will pick up his 4th point of the night. It's 21-6 now in favor of Audubon. Towers penetrates over, gets it off left side. Trying to drive in his Stream, gets into the lane, drives into some heavy traffic. We're going to get a block call. Going to go against Audubon. That'll go on Hermanson. That'll be number 1 on him. Free throws coming up here for Brock Stream. Comes in shooting 45% from the free throw line. Free throw on the way. It is up and good. Rams, most of their points, Mason, almost have come at the free throw line. It's 4-3 from the field to the free throw line. They could have as many from the free throw line as from the field here in a moment. Second one up good as well.
Yeah, and it's important that they're making them at least. That's something you like to see.
Yeah, they're 4 of 4 from the line. 3 seconds to go here in the quarter. Nowatzki with it. Is he going to get it off in time? He does, but it's short. And Audubon will take a 21-8 lead into the second quarter. That second quarter is a 1 minute away here on 93.7 KKRL and the CB Sports Network YouTube channel.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
This fall, cozy up with internet that keeps up. With WindSpeed Fiber Internet from Western Iowa Networks, enjoy 1 gig speeds for just $99.99 a month. Perfect for streaming, football, fall shows, and working from home. No lag, no interruptions, just the speed you need all season long. Other speed packages available starting at just $59.99 a month. Call or text 712-775-2946 for details or visit westinet.com today. Western Iowa Networks, connecting you to what matters for 120 years.
Whalers lead the Rams here 21-8. It'll be Rams basketball. Mason, this first quarter, it was all Audubon. What did they do well?
Just that aggressive style of defense that they're playing, running at the ball every time, trapping the ball, making them work and speed up their offense. It's just getting the Rams out of system.
Stream works himself open off of a screen left side top of the key. Drains the three, and just like that, Mason, that 17-point lead's down to 10 here at 21-11. Nowatzki with it up top to Wessel. They get it down to the right block to Weber, who tries to feed to Cutter Schultes over on the right side. The ball through his fingertips and up into the crowd. It'll be another turnover for Audubon, and the Wheelers need to settle in a little bit here.
There's been a couple of times they're just playing a little too fast. That's one where you're looking for a Cutter that's coming and he's full speed there and you're missing the cue there. That's some early season type of basketball that you see every year.
Schwander will bring it up, works it over on the right side. They get it to Stream. Now to High Note, down to the left corner. Towers penetrates in. Cut off nicely by Weber as the Wheelers that time forcing him to the baseline. Stream now gets the right side, but a good job by Wessel. Jumping out was McLean. They'll get it down to the corner again to Towers. Schultz has tried to force him baseline. He'll bring it back up top. Now penetrates in. Lost it. It's loose on the floor. Picking it up is Michelson. They'll kick it up top with 3 seconds on the shot clock. The three is up from Schwander, no good. It'll bound out of bounds, and it's going to be Wheeler basketball. I don't think he realized. I knew he knew it was getting close. I don't think he realized he had 4 seconds.
The crowd over there was saying shoot it and trying to count it down, and that's some of the things that get in your head sometimes when you hear the numbers coming down on the clock.
Wessel, his pass stolen away, but then Schultes jumps the passing lane, gets it right back inside to Nowatzki. Shot up no good. Rebound tipped out by Michelson. Nowatzki will save it, but Towers going to jump the passing lane. He'll come up with the steal. Or Streaming screen. No, you head now to Schwander. Schwander trying to work against McLean, who does an excellent job defensively. Out to Towers. Towers looking inside for Michelson. They've got Weber behind him. Shot up no good. And the rebound taken out of there by Sully McLean. Nowatzki now driving in. We're going to get an offensive player control foul. That'll be his first, and the first against the Wheelers here in this second quarter of play. And Coach Miller now going back to a few more starters as Nowatzki and McLean going to check out. Kiergaard and Christensen will check back in. What have the Rams done to kind of slowly chip away at this deficit?
I think they're letting Audubon kind of get ahead of themselves here. I mean, they're speeding them up and they're making them play a faster style of offense. It's the same thing kind of that Audubon's doing back to Greene County.
Pass tip that time by Christensen, comes up with the steal, tries to throw it across to Kiergaard, but it'll be stolen back. And now Weber goes up high to steal the pass, and Schultes will track it down as Weber had to let it go as he was falling down. Yeah, great hustle on both ends.
Yeah, that was back and forth, both teams hustling to get the ball, and that's the defensive style that you're going to see tonight.
Some people will say that was sloppy. I just say both teams hustling so hard defensively to come up with the steals. Christensen has it knocked away at the rim. Rams will come up with a rebound. Hineout gets it over now to Towers. 5:45 to go first half. Our Mackey Motors halftime report coming up. 21-11 Audubon with the lead. Rams, though, trying to chisel away at it, but Wessel comes up with the steal, takes it down left side, lays it up at the rim. No good ball, batted around. Wessel saves it to Weber for the layup.
Yeah, just a small gap to get that one in there, and Wessel somehow wraps his arm around, gets the ball back in, and nobody was there to guard him underneath, so it's an easy bucket for the Wheelers.
First bucket of the night for Brody Weber. Three-point shot up, it's no good. Rebound taken out of there by Weber. And now stolen away. Driving in is Towers, leaves it off for Schwander. The layup is up and good. And I think Brody Schultes just picked up a foul.
Yeah, Schultes, from our angle, I couldn't really see. There's a lot of people on this right side here, but he looked a little confused on the call, but the official had a really nice view down underneath the bucket there.
Schwander at the line. Second on Schultes here tonight. Schwander, a 55% free throw shooter. Nowatzki back into the ball game up for Schultes. 5:10 to go first half. Culver's player of the game coming up in the postgame. May have to give it to Harlow Miller for wearing a Rewind shirt tonight.
It's got to be in consideration.
Schwander's free throw. Trying to cut this to a single-digit game. It's up no good. Christensen going to clear the rebound, and we'll get a timeout called by the Audubon Wheelers. It's going to be a 30. We'll go ahead and keep it here, Mason. And again, it's been an exciting first quarter. Audubon was clicking early offensively. Has the Rams, did they do something different defensively, or has Audubon just sped up too much?
I think Greene County's just really settled in. I mean, there's some games where some teams will get out hotter than others. You're going to see that every night, but I think Audubon really got out pretty hot. They got the ball controlled down. They were really playing that fast style and moving around. Greene County just figured it out. I mean, they're a good, solid basketball program, so they just figured it out. They settled down and were able to defend the ball a little bit better.
So Audubon's 2-2-1. What have they done well in that in the full court press?
When you look at kind of what the 2-2-1 does there, you want to trap the corners and you want to get them stuck in a no man's land where you can't get the ball there. They're going to each corner and they're trapping there and they're closing off some of those to be able to make it a hard pass. And with that, you're also getting a lot of time off the shot clock for them not have a lot of time to set up an offense.
Kiergaard will work it to Wessel as we get back to action inside. Christensen on the block. Goes up over Michelson. Shot up no good. Rebound still battled for, and Christensen comes up with it on the other side of the floor. But then the pass into the backcourt. And again, sometimes Audubon just playing a little bit too fast on the offensive end. The turnover will give it back over to the Rams at 23-13. 4:54 to go here in this first half.
Got to give Christensen the props there. Followed up his own fadeaway on the right side and got it on the left.
Lob pass in to Hinote, tipped around. Hinote will come up with it, feeds it underneath the Michelson. Shot is up no good at the rim, and Weber will clear the rebound. Ahead now to Kiergaard, brings it up the left side. Kiergaard had Nowatzki down in the corner. Instead goes to Wessel out high on the right side near the 10-foot line on the volleyball floor. He'll attack the rim, drives in and draws the contact in the foul on Rafe Michelson. That'll be number 1 on him. Team foul number 1 on the Rams here in this second quarter of play. Don't forget you can watch and listen to tonight's broadcast again on the CB Sports Network YouTube channel, brought to you by Western Iowa Networks, a blazing fast, reliable fiber internet with no data caps. Checking into the ball game for the Rams is going to be Tegan Christensen. He'll check in. Checking out of the lineup is going to be Brock Stream. Free throw was up and good for Wessel. His second one is up no good. Rams will come down with a rebound.
You got to like having a guy like Carson Wessel who's 6'3" and can handle the ball like that.
Yeah, he's quarterback on the football field. He's a point guard on the basketball court. Christensen off of the missed three comes down with a rebound. 24-13 Audubon, 4:15 to go here in the first half. Nowatzki left side, again wanting to attack that baseline. Cut off, finds Kiergaard on the wing. Christensen posting up against Michelson. It wasn't really calling for the ball. They'll get it to him. It's stripped away, and Towers comes out of there with the steal. Ahead now to Schwander. Layup is up and good. I'm surprised they didn't blow the whistle and call goaltending, but that one did fall.
Yeah, I think he caught all backboard there, and it does affect it sometimes.
Yeah, he can't hit the backboard with the ball on the rim. Shot up no good from Kiergaard. Christensen with the rebound number 6. And what did we get? I missed it. A 3-second call in the lane. Okay, thank you.
The official did a nice job of screaming it out. I could hear it through the headset.
Yeah, you always say you can hear. I don't hear anything through the headset except for maybe the occasional mom or dad yelling something I don't want to hear.
Well, I'm glad that we can't hear it over the mic then.
Yep. They work it from high note over to Schwander, looking inside. Weber right now front and Michelson, who will slide around him. They work it back now. Carver with it. And now jumping the passing lane is Brody Weber, his third steal of the game, off to Kiergaard. Attacks off the right side, layup no good, and an offensive foul on Kiergaard. And I kind of grimace on that one a little bit because the defender was falling over before there was any contact.
Yeah, that's when he knew Aiden was going to go up with that ball, so he fell back. And it's a nice job of him to understand what was going to happen there. I mean, he knew a play ahead that he's going to go up with this ball, let me fall there. So a nice job from the Greene County defender to be able to do that one.
High note to inbound it. It's again an 11-point game here. Wheelers have just stretched it throughout the game, but had it up to 17 at one point, and now the pass that time from Schwander behind Michelson and out of bounds. That's a tough pass for a big guy to handle, especially being behind him.
Yeah, you almost got to throw that one up high and just let him jump with it and be able to go up with it, because when you're a guy that's 6'5", you don't want to be bending over to the floor to be able to grab that ball and then come all the way back up to get it.
So Nowatzki's going to bring it up. Works it up to the right side, gets it to Wessel in the corner. They have Weber in the lane. Wessel attacks. Little jumper off the baseline, no good. Rebound taken down by Schwander. Off now to Chisholm. He'll bring it up the floor. Attacks off the right side to Towers. Kick pass left side. High notes 3 on the way. That one was long all the way. And the rebound to Kiergaard, his first. Ahead to Nowatzki. Nowatzki attacks. There's some contact. No call. The rebound to Weber. Put back no good, and clearing it is High notes. Hard to believe you can have two guys knocked to the floor and no foul called there. Chisholm with it. Looking inside now. They get it into Michelson, working on Weber right at the rim. He'll lay that one in. Tough to stop the 6'5" big guy down in the block. It's 24-15 now. Nowatzki to Christensen. Back off to Nowatzki. He'll fire up the 3, partially blocked. And the rebound to Michelson. Off now to Chisholm. He'll bring it up. Wessel jumps in front of him. He's going to be called for the block. And that is going to be number 1 on Wessel. Team foul number 4 on the Wheelers. So one more, and the Rams will shoot free throws the rest of the way. McLean Schultz in. Weber will check out. Wessel out. Also checking in is Carber. And Stream coming in. Schwander and Towers will check out.
We'll say I like Audubon's rotation, having those 3 guards you can kind of interchange, and how many big men they got on the floor as well to be able to interchange.
Yeah, about 8-9 guys deep for the Wheelers here, and scoring inside that time for Greene County was number 11, and that is Stolder, his first bucket here tonight. Now Kiergaard, tough shot off the right side. Him and Christensen battle for the rebound. They lose it out of bounds. And we've got a game here all of a sudden, Mason. It's down to a 5-point game at 24-19.
And I want to give props to Austin Christensen. Go back about 3 plays there. He knocks one of the Greene County guys over. Instead of transitioning back on defense with how kind of good person he is, he goes and picks up the Greene County guy. I mean, just a great kid all around.
Yeah, he is an absolutely wonderful young man. Chisholm with it. Bringing it up top. Nowatzki now jumps out as he picks up the dribble. The Wheelers trying to cut off any passing angle. They'll get it now to Stream. Stream working against Kiergaard. Now they switch off, drives in, double teamed on the block, passes behind, and Kiergaard going to come up with his steal. Kiergaard attacks, Euro step, leaves it short at the rim. Nowatzki, the offensive rebound, put back no good. Christensen tips it around, and it's going to be the Rams coming out of there with it, and then we're going to get a reach-in foul inside.
Yeah, and you're going to want that one back if you're the Wheelers. I mean, you had Kiergaard doing the Euro step and almost had the bucket to go, and then you had the second chance, not able to get that there as well.
Well, and if you're Coach Miller right now, you've scored 3 points in almost 7 minutes of this second quarter. They were up 21-8 at the end of the first quarter. Carter Highnote, who had the rebound, will come down to shoot free throws, 50% on the season. Free throw on the way is up and no good, the 5'11 senior.
Got Mr. Sean Burks in the house. You know, he's always, every event you got here, he's always roaming around somewhere.
Yeah,
coached a lot of these guys to the dome for football.
Yep, AD extremely active. Second free throw up, no good. Christensen with another rebound. I've got him for 8 here in the first half. Off now to Kiergaard. The great Lynn Spees in the house tonight as well, so shout out to her walking around here tonight. Schultz with it, comes off the screen by Christensen over to the left side, Nowatzki. And Nowatzki going to drive in, and there's going to be an offensive foul as the defense slid in the way, and he kind of got that right arm out. That's another one. I always say pull up for the 10-foot jumper instead of driving right to where the defense is at. Everybody thinks they got to get to the rim every time.
Well, because getting to the rim nowadays, you know, Jeff, is that flashy play. You can go up and try and lay it up over someone or dunk over someone, but there's more than likely 4 or 6 hands at the rim almost every time you get there.
I want to make the winning play.
Yeah.
Lob pass underneath. They work it now off to Stalder, back up top. Driving in is Stream, kick out pass, high note for the right side three, it's up no good. Schultes will clear the rebound. Schultes will push it ahead, 40 seconds to go here until our Mackey Motors halftime report. Christensen attacks, now off to Hermanson. Hermanson looks to drive in, cut off near the right elbow, over the left side, Kiergaard. 20 on the shot clock, Kiergaard gonna drive in, running layup is up no good. And a whistle and a foul gonna go against the Rams, just their second foul here of this quarter, and that one's going to go on Stalder, the 6'4 junior, his first.
Tell me if I'm wrong, Jeff. The Wheelers do a really nice job of rebounding, boxing out and getting defensive rebounds. On the offensive end, it's a little bit different, but defensively, they do a really nice job.
They do on the defensive end extremely well. Very well coached in that. Kiergaard knocks down the free throw, 79% free throw shooter on the season. And Mason, I think it's important right now for Audubon to close out this last 28 seconds, playing well here to end this first half.
Yeah, you got to get a stop and maybe go get another bucket.
Kiergaard knocks down both. We'll see if the Rams will hold for the final shot here. Chisholm gets it over now to Stream. Ahead. They work it, three-point shot on the way. Left side is up and good that time for Carber. 26-22 now. Wheelers will settle for the final shot. Kiergaard offers screen by McLean up top over to the right side. Wessel fires up the three, or Schultes from the corner. It's up no good. Took that one a little bit early. Rams have a chance for a shot, but they don't look at the clock, and they won't get one off. Audubon going to cling to a 26-22 lead here as they are outscored 14-5 in that second quarter. We're back with our Mackey Motors halftime report coming up for you, and that is coming up, it looks like, in about 3 minutes here on 93.7 at KKRL and the CB Sports Network YouTube channel.
I love how you're always thinking ahead.
Well, they don't call me Prepared Pat for nothing.
Guess that makes you forward-thinking Fiona.
Gotta protect your dreams.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
And that would be? Relieved Rudy?
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
People want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Drees Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Drees Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Audubon, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Report tonight brought to you by Mackey Motors of Lake City, recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 16 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Check them out online at MackeyMotors.com. 26-22 Audubon leading Greene County here at the halftime. And Mason, it was all Audubon early. I thought they were going to win this one by 30, 40 points the way they were going. But Greene County head coach Nelson did a really nice job adjusting there. As you said, about midway through that first quarter, maybe late in the first quarter, they seem to find their own rhythm, and they come storming back here in the second quarter to make this a ball game. Yeah, sometimes, again, like I said, some teams heat up at the start of the game and some teams fall a little bit behind. Greene County did that. I mean, you fell behind just a tiny bit there as the Wheelers kind of capitalized off some of the mistakes that the Rams had early there, but Greene County did a nice job of, you adapt to the pressure that's given to you, and then you build off that, because they build off that, played some tough defense there, and weren't giving up as many easy transition buckets as well as some of those wide open threes. So for Audubon, sometimes you kind of mentioned it, sometimes things are too easy early. And it almost seemed like for Audubon early things were too easy. And then as the Rams settled in, the Wheelers had a hard time adjusting to now it wasn't easy and not everything was falling for them. Yeah, I mean, when you start the game with two wide open threes, you're sitting there thinking, oh, it's going to be a field day. We're going to shoot the lights out of the gym. And then when those threes start to disappear, you're like, where do I go now? I mean, you don't got the same things that you got early. But I think the Wheelers, you got the halftime break here to kind of adjust and look at what you have there. You're going to find those gaps that you had early, and you're going to find different gaps as well there. So I think that they'll be able to adjust pretty easily here. Yeah, Audubon built a 9-0 lead, a 3 from Carson Wessel, a 3 from Brody Schultes. Austin Christensen then had the old-fashioned three-point play where he scored a bucket, then hit the free throw. The lead was 9-0. They built it to a 13-2 on another couple of buckets from Austin Christensen. And then it grew. I said 17. It was actually 15 was their largest lead in the first half. Jorgen Nowatzki scoring to make it a 21-6 game. But you look at it since then, 21-6. That means that they've been outscored 16-5 since then. Was it shots starting to fall for the Rams? Was it getting more offensive rebounds? Was it just not turning it over as much? Was it a combination of everything that started to go better for them? It was a combination. I mean, that's usually how it always is. There's not one thing you can point your finger to and say this is the sole reason why a team comes back. But I think that they shot the ball a little better. A couple of threes started to fall a little bit, and they transitioned really well. They got from one end of the court to the other quicker than Audubon did sometimes, and they were hitting their spots. I mean, teams have their way of knowing where their hot spots are, and they want to get to those spots easy. And Greene County early couldn't get to them because they were missing some passes, passing a little too late, not passing at the right area, but they were hitting their spots later. Yeah, you mentioned that the Rams started to hit some threes. They had 2 in the first half. Audubon had the first 2 threes on the first 2 buckets of the game, ended the first half with 2 threes in the entire first half, so didn't make a 3 after those first 2 shots of the game. We'll step away, take a break. We'll be back to look at our first half statistics. That's coming up for you after this 90-second timeout right here on 93.7 KKRL and the CB Sports Network YouTube channel.
For over 50 years, Pringer Slumberland has been your trusted destination for all things furniture and flooring. Hi, it's Matt Pringer, 3rd generation in our family-owned business. We understand the importance of creating spaces where memories are made and cherished. Our commitment to quality craftsmanship, personalized service, and unbeatable value has made us a staple in the community. Pringer Slumberland is more than just a furniture store. We're part of your community, and when you shop with us, you're not just furnishing your home, you're investing in the livelihood of your neighbors. Pringer Slumberland, Highway 30 West in Carroll.
Only Pizza Ranch serves buffet your way.
Don't you mean my way, Mr. Voiceover Guy?
Sure, anyone's way, actually. Request your favorite pizza. We'll make it, bake it, and give you the first slice.
I can add peppers to pepperoni, Stampede on stuffed crust, maybe Texan taco on thin. No tomatoes on my half. How can I convince Mom to let us eat here every night?
It's buffet your way at Pizza Ranch. Say it with me, kid.
These DMACC Carroll campus students are tomorrow's nurses. They're leaders, smart, dedicated, and they care about their community.
My experience in DMACC nursing so far, I get to make difference in people's lives during their most vulnerable times, and I build friendships along the way.
The interaction between the faculty, staff, and professor with the students are really close. They really help us a lot every time.
Get started today.
Coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Jeff Blankman, Mason Nealon with here. Thanks to Megan Berger, who's sitting to Mason's right here tonight. And, making a little extra money here tonight from Mason as he, adjusted our video broadcast, which is brought to you by Western Iowa Networks. Blazing fast, reliable fiber internet with no data caps. And we thank Megan Berger again for running our video here tonight. You can watch and listen to this game here tonight on the CB Sports Network YouTube channel, and you can see the nice logos that Mason has added, plus to our scoreboard. Plus, he's got the clock on there as well. So thanks to Megan for running all of that here tonight. Let's take a look at our numbers here in the first half. First of all, for the Rams, Brock Stream with 5, Carter Heinout with 2, Nathan Towers with 4, Lincoln Schwander with 4, Rafe Michelson with 2, Isaac Carber with 3, Zach Stalder with 2 there, 4 of 7 from the free throw line. For the Audubon Wheelers, Aiden Kiergaard, 4 points, go with a rebound, an assist, and a steal. Brody Schultes, 3 points, 2 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. Carson Wessel, 6 points, a rebound, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Austin Christensen, 7 points, go with 8 rebounds and 3 steals. He also has no assist for him. Brody Weber with 2 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 steals. Jorgen Nowatzki, 4 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 steals. Ryan Hermanson, 2 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. And Sully McLean with a rebound. The Wheelers at 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Mason, for the Wheelers, what do they got to do here in the second half to regain control of this second half?
Slow things down. I mean, you gotta just slow it down, play your offense. I mean, you work on half-court offense so much in practice as a team that you just gotta slow things down, get to those spots, run your full offense. If nothing's there, go and run it again. I mean, you got 35 seconds in the half court from the time that you get a rebound to get to half court and then get the bucket there. Slow it down and run your offense.
Wheelers will have the basketball in their home white jerseys. Rams in their road black jerseys as we start the third quarter. Wheelers going left to right across your radio dial here. Aiden Kiergaard with it over to Schultes on the left side. Back up top to Weather now to Wessel. Wessel with it right wing. Up top, Kiergaard going to fire up a 3. That one is long. The rebound tipped around. Weber was battling in there for it, but Towers will clear it for the Rams off to Schwander. Schwander back, and that's going to be an over and back on the Rams. And Schwander, I don't think, realized that Towers had never gotten into the front court.
Yeah, that's something I've said plenty of times. You have to establish yourself in the front court. 2 feet there, ready to go. If you're running over that half-court line, you can't throw the ball there. It's an over and back.
And Towers never really tried to get himself into the front court there either on that pass. Kiergaard with it over to the right side now to Wessel. They work to Christensen down the lane, going to attack, gets to the rim and lays it up and in.
Yeah, that just shows the athleticism, man. I mean, he went up and then down with the ball and then brought it back up to get the layup. And he's a guy that can just sit there and float for a little while.
28-22, Wheelers with the lead. High note with it, got away with a little shove that time to clear some space. Now into Michelson, he'll travel with the basketball. And the turnover going to give it back over now to the Wheelers.
I don't know if it's that they started the game off slow, but it looks like they're almost starting this third quarter off slow with that over and back and then a travel once again.
Yeah, maybe they don't like coming out of the locker room. Some teams are better once they get playing a little bit. Kiergaard finds Christensen, attacks the rim and lays it up and in. Kiergaard with the assist. Christensen another bucket. He's in double digits. And the lead is 8 at 30-22. They work it inside. Michelson again got off with a little bit of a shove off there. No call. Christensen clears the rebound. Wessel ahead to Schultes. Tough one to handle that time. Schultes was spotting up on the wing. That was probably one that should have been in the air instead of he tried to bounce pass. It was just a little bit off target.
I know it's the open pass, but again, you're up by 8. Go set up your offense. You can find a little bit better shot than that one as well.
Did you make any of those kind of passes Sunday in your pickup game?
I'm not good enough at those.
Schwander drives in. Shot up no good. Might have been some contact there at the rim. No call. Kiergaard will bring it up for the Wheelers. 30-22 Audubon. 6:25 to go, third quarter. Schultes down to the baseline to Kiergaard. Finding the cutter. Weber in the lane. Slipped through his fingertips. Saves it, but that's going to end up going out of bounds up into the stands. And it will be at Rams basketball. How many points you have like yesterday?
I don't keep track.
You don't keep track? Okay.
Too many to count.
So 2?
No, way more than that.
Maddie Derry walking in behind us here. Towers attacks, gets into the lane, bounce pass underneath to Michelson. He'll go up over Christensen. Shot no good. Kiergaard going to clear the rebound. Off now, Kiergaard will bring it up. Thought he was going to dish it to Schultes. Instead goes to Wessel. Down to the left baseline. Christensen attack. Weber sets the screen, and the shot is up and good.
Yeah, Weber put his butt into his defender, and I mean, Weber's a big guy. He clears it out, and Austin Christensen just goes up, and a nice job of just finishing right above the glass.
6 straight for Austin Christensen. Timeout on the floor. Wheeler's up 10, 32-22. Back in 30 seconds here on 93.7 at KKRL and the CB Sports Network YouTube channel.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive healthcare for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
Darren Miller's got to be really happy with the start here to the third quarter, Mason, as the Wheelers coming back out similar to what they started the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a complete opposite of both teams. I mean, you start the game really hot, and then you cool off towards the second half. Greene County started off kind of cool and then got hot going into this halftime break, but it's that same story here in the second half.
Stream with it left side, picked up by Nowatzki. Wheelers stay man-to-man. They played that all night. Up top, penetrating in. High note, floater off the front of the rim, no good. Christensen grabs the rebound, hit the bottom of the backboard. It's going to be out of bounds off of the Wheelers. And it will be Rams basketball. You had 3 Wheelers that time, all fighting for the same rebound.
You got to yell same. I mean, somebody's got to step up there and yell same. But first time I've seen and didn't know that the rule was if you hit the bottom of the backboard, you're out.
Yep, and that pass goes into the hands of Nowatzki. Turnover for the Rams. Penetrates ahead, should have kept going. He tried to lob one down to Kiergaard, who was trying to set a screen for him. So a little miscommunication on that break for the Wheelers.
Yeah, and a compliment to Jorgen. I mean, he's so athletic. He probably could have jumped off of one and went up to be able to get that one in. But he's a guy that you got to know your athleticism. Go up and get that one down.
McLean in, Weber out for the Wheelers. Christensen nearly with the steal. Stronger will drive in, kick pass over to the right side, down to the baseline now to Michelson. They'll get it back up top. Stream hands it off. Towers back over to Michelson. 5 minutes to go. Long three on the way is up and good for Brock Stream. His second three of the ball game.
Wheeler's wasting no time here on the offensive end.
They get it underneath the McLean, and Sully with his first bucket of the night. 34-25, Audubon with the lead. Schwander into the lane. Pull-up jumper no good. Christensen clears another rebound. Unofficially, I've got him for 11 here tonight. He'll kick it ahead, gets it off to Nowatzki's going to be bumped and fouled, and that one's going to go on Schwander. So that'll be at number 1 on him here tonight. First against the Rams here in the third quarter. Wessel checking in now. Christensen going to get a much-deserved break. He looks like he's tired all the time because I don't think the motor ever stops, but he's never really tired.
He's one of those athletes that you could play him an entire basketball game here, and he'll go out and he'll play 100% effort from quarter to quarter.
Love watching that young man play. Doesn't matter what the sport it is. Schultes doing a nice job posting up inside against Stalder, and he gets the bucket and the harm. He's going to head to the free throw line. Wheelers have extended that lead back to 11. Mason, I missed who had the assist on that. Was it Nowatzki? Were you not looking?
I was, but I can't really remember.
I can't remember either. I wrote down the Schultes bucket and forgot to write down who had the assist for him.
I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm like, that's just one of those that it was so fast I couldn't remember.
37-25. We'll get official stats from Coach. That's why sometimes I always say mine are unofficial. Rebound to McLean that time off of the missed shot. Wessel will bring it up. Kick pass down to Kiergaard. Kiergaard with it. Back to Nowatzki. Nowatzki penetrates in, gets inside. Little Euro step. Little scoop shot up and good. Great body movement that time for Nowatzki.
And that's why I said next time he should have taken it to the bucket on that fast break. I mean, he shows it so many times in and out of the game.
39-25. Schwander with it right side. Up top now to Hinote. Right side top of the key comes off a screen. They'll work it to Stream. Stream picked up by Wessel. Drives down, jump stop near the right block. They're trying to find somebody. Nobody on that side of the floor with him, so Hinote comes over to help him out. They'll get it back up the Stream. 5 on the shot clock. Penetrates in, drives in, leaves it off. Little shot is up and good, and that one's good for Stalder. And that'll cut the Wheeler lead here as a steal inside by Schwander, and the layup's up in good.
Yeah, Matt, you don't like that if you're Coach Darren Miller. I mean, you're up 14, you cut it back down to 10 within about 2 seconds.
Yeah, you don't like giving up a turnover inside. Schultes drives in, then kicks it inside for McLean. Sully with his second bucket here tonight. 41-29 in favor of the Wheelers. Towers looking for the backdoor cut, and there's Sully McLean to jump the passing lane. Wessel will bring it up to Schultes. Left corner three right in front of the Audubon student section. No good. Nowatzki up for the rebound, and the putback is up in good.
Yeah, Jorgen boxing out there. Nice job. And you don't see a box out on the offensive end too many times, but he went in there, got the board, and was able to put it up.
Stream with it. Looking for the backdoor cut from Schwander. Nothing there. They'll get it off to Highnote. Highnote goes inside again, working it to Stalder at the rim off the right block. No good. And he'll be over the back on the rebound. And that is going to be at number 1 on Zach Stalder. That's actually number 2. His first, though, here in the second half.
Stalder played another one of our local teams in football, starting quarterback for Greene County. Played Carroll in their district there. I did that game for that one there, but very familiar with him.
Hayden Kiergaard will bring it up. Wheelers have pushed that lead back to 14. Their largest lead again was 15. They work it to McLean down in the corner. Left side up top. Wessel open for three. Short. Christensen up high for the board. And he is going to travel with the basketball. I didn't know if they were going to call a bump there or not, but travels with the basketball. 2:19 to go here. Third quarter of play. I'm not going to say it's been all Audubon. It was all Audubon in the first quarter, then all Greene County in the second quarter. It's been all Audubon here in the third. Wheelers have held the Rams to 7 in this third quarter. They'll kick pass out. Schwander up top. Drives over the left side. Nice little feed underneath, and Stalder with an easy bucket at the rim.
Yeah, that's a nice job of going up and acting like you're going to go with the layup, and he just finger rolled it back to his offensive player.
43-31. Schultes now attacks, gets to the rim, and again, McLean with that inside screen. And Schultes with the easy bucket. I've been very impressed tonight with the way Audubon's been setting screens on guys when they're driving to the lane.
Yeah, they know exactly how to get people open.
Nice look inside that time. Another bucket for Stalder. Towers with the assist. Wheelers, they've got it. Minute and a half to go here. 45-33. Audubon with the lead. Schultes off now into the hands of Christensen. Inside to Wessel for the easy layup.
Yeah, that's just seeing the court. I mean, all 5 guys out on the court there can see the floor so well that they're able to find different lanes like that.
What have both teams been doing that they've been getting guys open at the rim here lately?
I mean, it's just a lot of cutting, a lot of setting screens. I mean, you're just moving. It's constantly keeping your feet going is the way to be able to do it.
Schwander drives in off the right side, going to be bumped and fouled. That one's going to go on Sully McLean. That'll be number 1 on him. Team foul number 1 on the Wheelers here in the second half. Rams going to box it up around the lane. The inbounds pass comes to the right corner. 3 on the way up and good. Chisholm knocks down his first 3. And the Rams just not going away here tonight against the Wheelers.
Yeah, they're doing a nice job of staying in it here, trying to find a way to get all the way back in it.
Christensen left wing. Wessel will cut through. They come up top to Kiergaard. Didn't quite handle it. It's going to be touched into the backcourt. Kiergaard able to get it. Gets it to McLean now in the right corner. Finds the cutter. Christensen. Layup is in and out. No good. Wessel, though, the offensive rebound. Putback is no good. Schultes there, though, to clean it up.
Yeah, that's 3 in a row. I mean, you miss the layup, get a board. Miss the layup, get a board. And Schultes able to just sky up and get it.
49-36. Audubon with the lead. Rams will probably hold for the final shot here in the third quarter. Matt Wilder standing over in the doorway next to Chris Derry. 3-point shot on the way. It's up no good. They took that with 15 left, so Audubon would have had a chance to score, but we were going to get the ball out of bounds. They're going to say last touch. And I think the officials are going to discuss this one. I think they didn't want to call a foul on Greene County, so they're going to give the Wheelers the basketball.
Yeah, they're going to say that one, I mean, he tripped there and fell with it, but they're going to call a tip on that one. And it was a hard play.
I don't think it was tipped. I just think it was one of those, hey, we didn't call the foul, and it was the contact that created the turnover, so we'll just go ahead and call it touched by the Rams. Nowatzki finds Schultes open for 3 right corner. Good! They close out the quarter, getting their biggest lead of the ball game as Brody Schultes hits the 3 off of the assist from Jorgen Nowatzki. And the Audubon Wheelers will take a 52-36 lead into the fourth quarter. They give up 14 in the quarter, but they double their own score with 26 in the third quarter alone. We'll step away. Fourth quarter is 1 minute away on 93.7 KKRL and the CB Sports Network YouTube channel.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
This fall, cozy up with internet that keeps up. With WindSpeed Fiber Internet from Western Iowa Networks, enjoy 1 gig speeds for just $99.99 a month. Perfect for streaming, football, fall shows, and working from home. No lag, no interruptions, just the speed you need all season long. Other speed packages available starting at just $59.99 a month. Call or text 712-775-2946 for details or visit westinet.com today. Western Iowa Networks, connecting you to what matters for 120 years.
High Note hits a three to start the fourth quarter for the Rams, and just like that, they're going to say, okay, we didn't play well in the third, but we'll bounce back. Schultz is feeling it, shot up no good. Michelson tips the rebound around. And Mason, will this be the Rams quarter or the Wheelers quarter? The way things have been going, it looks like it's going to be the Rams, but the Wheelers got a chance to get on the board. 2-on-2 break. Schultz attacks, little flip with the left hand, no good. Battle for the rebound, going to go out of bounds off of Christensen, and it'll be Rams basketball.
Austin about took out that poor official.
He did.
He came down on the ankles there almost, but
that would have not been good.
That's just another one. I mean, it was some people would say sloppy there, and I mean, it was just fast back and forth. Both teams really didn't have a control over the ball the entire time there.
52-39. Again, the Wheelers grabbed their largest lead at 16 on that three from Schultz right before the buzzer. Chisholm with it up top, over to the right side, top of the key. Bounce pass inside to Michelson. Turnaround jumper up, no good. Rebound to Christensen. I've got him for 13 of those tonight. Now off to Nowatzki, who travels with the basketball. And a sloppy start, and we've got Schwander limping down the floor. He had landed on Christensen on the rebound. He'll check out. Brock Stream going to check into the ballgame for him. I think he'll be all right, but you never know on those ankles. You got to get that looked at.
Again, Austin over there making sure he was okay. Went and kind of helped him up. He knew it was the one that came down his ankle, so he's like, let me go make sure my guy's okay.
Stream with it on the right side. They'll work it now over into the hands of Carver. Back to Chisholm. Chisholm with it. Ball tipped away. A reach-in foul going to go on Nowatzki. So Jorgen picking up his third here. Actually, that's his fourth tonight. So he's got to be careful. That's the first here in the quarter against the Wheelers. Carver with it out high and left side. Penetrates in on Nowatzki. Kicks it over to Chisholm on the wing. Chisholm gets into the lane, and we're going to get a bump foul going to go on Audubon. And that is going to go on Carson Wessel. So that'll be 2 here in the quarter now on the Wheelers. And at 2 on Wessel in the game. Rams will box up around the lane. 6:41 to go, fourth quarter. The inbounds pass to Chisholm off the right block and able to get it off the glass. And the Rams fighting their way right back into this one, down by 11. 6:30 to go. Christensen, free throw jumper up good. Wessel with the assist on that. Found him cutting down the middle of the lane. Or cutting, I should say, to the free throw line. Carver drives in, wanted to flip that one underneath, nothing there. Comes back up top to Chisholm. Chisholm over to the right side, dump pass inside, stolen away by Nowatzki. His fourth steal of the ballgame. Off to Kiergaard, brings it up the left side, stops, feeds Nowatzki down the left side. Shot up in, good. A lot of contact, some bodies hitting the floor.
Yeah, Jorgen a little slow here, kind of limping down the court here, but somehow.
And comes up with his fifth steal of the basketball game as he's in the right spot at the right time. Off to Christensen, and we're going to get an offensive foul as he collides in with a couple of different defenders. That'll be his second and the third against the Wheelers here in this quarter. And we've got a Ram still down. They're going to help him up as the Rams were coming out, and Carver says he's all right.
Yeah, Darren didn't like
We've
that
got
one.
a timeout. We do. We've got a timeout on the floor. 5:48 to go in regulation. 56-41 Audubon will step away. We're back in 30 seconds here on 93.7 KKRL and the CB Sports Network YouTube channel.
I love how you're always thinking ahead.
Well, they don't call me Prepared Pat for nothing.
Guess that makes you forward-thinking Fiona.
Gotta protect your dreams.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
And that would be? Relieved Rudy?
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
Wheeler's up 15 here. We're early in the fourth quarter. I want to give a shout out to Abby Wanzer and Maddie Deary Mason. You and I type up recap stories every night. They're down there keeping stats. So when we get that nice iScore thing in the email, we now know who the stat girls are that are getting the stats done so that Darren can email us those after the game. So shout out to Darren for always emailing that stuff in, and shout out to Maddie and Abby for doing the stats tonight as well.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
When you got that thing right in front of you on the computer and you can just do it right there, it makes life a lot easier. So shout out to them.
And we will type up recap stories for all of our area games coming up tonight. 7 basketball games, a couple 3 wrestling teams, and is that it tonight?
Yeah, and 2 wrestling tournaments.
2 wrestling tournaments, yeah.
I think they're
Schwander
duels.
back out on the floor, penetrates in, kick pass over to High Note, right wing ring, rattles home. High Note with his first 3 of the night. 56-44, Rams just kind of hanging around. Kiergaard with a nice catch over in front of the bench in the corner. Nowatzki over to Wessel, pump fake. Looks to penetrate in, kick pass down to Kiergaard. Pump fake in the corner, takes it to the rim. Some contact, shot up no good. And the rebound to Stream, we're going to get a reach-in foul on Christensen. And that's one of those you don't want. You're 90 feet away from the basket. I also will say this. I get it, there wasn't a lot of contact, but there was contact on that shot here a moment ago, and that contact made him miss. That should be a foul.
Yeah, I mean, it was, you can call it both ways, but the first one would have been a foul, and the second one is a foul, so it's hard if you're a Wheeler fan.
They work it over to the left side now. Towers looking to drive in on Nowatzki. Nice bounce pass inside. Kick out pass to the wing, and another 3 up and good. This one from Towers. And Coach Miller now wanting a timeout, as getting themselves back into this basketball game as Greene County. They've cut that deficit, which was 16, down to 9. 56-47, 4:44 to go. We're back in 30 seconds here on 93.7 KKRL.
Motor Inn of Carroll is your hometown team for all of your sales, service, parts, and collision needs all season long. From the helpful sales staff to the area's best service department, Motor Inn of Carroll has the expertise that you need to stay on the road and keep that auto investment looking good. From work to play, they have it all. Good luck to all the area teams from Motor Inn of Carroll.
$56-44 right now, or 56-47, I should say. Jeff Blankman, Mason Nealon with you. Mason, you've seen some things defensively from Audubon in this fourth quarter.
I mean, they've been playing their starters a lot here, so the starters get a little tired at the end of the game. They rotate on everything, and so sometimes when you're tired, it's hard to rotate, and you over-rotate, which is leaving a lot of these three-point shots open.
Kiergaard drives in. That pass hits the kind of the protector, the what do you call it, the cable that comes down from up above, and it's going to be out of bounds. He was trying to pass that one off. So the Rams down 9 will have it. 4:27 to go here. They get it off to Schwarber. Schwarber penetrating into Schwander, excuse me. Ball tipped away. Brody Schultz is coming up with that loose basketball ahead to Wessel, and Wessel will lay it up at the rim.
Yeah, Wessel doing a nice job of coming to the stop and getting up to be able to go all the way up with your full vertical.
That's a big basket, I think, here, as the 3 is up and good. And High Note hits another one as Greene County starting to feel it from the three-point line.
Yeah, and you're scared if, I mean, it's a four-minute game left here. They're shooting the ball really well.
Wessel down to the corner to Christensen. Back up now to Schultz. Over to Kiergaard. Down to the left corner to Wessel. Inside to McLean. McLean spins in the lane, goes up with it, and able to lay it up and in. Nice shot up over the front of the rim. The lead is back to 10 at 60-50. Schwander driving in, and he is going to be bumped and fouled by Wessel. And that is going to be 5, so the Rams will shoot free throws the rest of this quarter.
I don't know, Jeff. That was one where, I mean, you're both going at each other. You're going down low. I mean, you're looking for the contact because you're driving to the bucket there. That's one that maybe would have been, in different scenarios, played a little differently.
Yeah.
And it is all in the mind of the official as well. I mean, there's official that let those things go, and some that do and some that don't. It depends on what day and how they're feeling and all that different type of stuff.
And the angle that they have. They're at a different angle than we are. We see things one way. They see it a different way with their angle. But I know exactly what you're saying.
They're all humans, too.
Yep, Schwander's free throw is up in good. That'll make it 1 of 4 tonight. The lead is 9 for Audubon at 60-51, 3.5 remaining. Big possession here for the Wheelers. I think they need something here. Schultes with it, down to McLean in the corner. Off to Wessel, back to Kiergaard, right side Schultes. Good ball movement, finds Christensen. Back out to Schultes, back into Christensen. We're going to get a reach it inside, and that's going to go on at Stalder, and that should be his third, actually his fourth.
I know you probably noticed here, Greene County dropped into a 2-3 zone. Now they're going to make Audubon try and shoot it because, down low, they were really using the bigs down low to be able to get success.
Yeah, they've only had the 3 threes the first 2 of the ball game, and they went from Schultes right at the end of the quarter. And now Towers going to be called for the foul as he goes up with Schultes that time for a pass that was kind of in between the two of them, and the foul on him is going to be his second, number 2 on the Rams. So after you get 5 quick ones on Audubon and none on the Rams, you get 2 quick ones here on the Rams.
Yeah, it's just been physical in this fourth quarter because they kind of need the ball back if they want to get out of this 9-point
Schultes going to fire up the 3. It's up and good. Big 3 from Brody Schultes, his third of the ball game.
That's when you need it there. That puts you back up in those double digits, gives you a little bit of a lead to work with.
Excuse me. I was going to say Towers, but that was Stream with it. Now penetrating in his Towers off of the baseline. He's going to step on the baseline. And that's Audubon really forcing everybody to the baseline that created that turnover.
Something I like from Brody Schultes on his defensive game plan. He doesn't bump his offensive player. He beats them to the zone that they want to go to. I mean, he's putting his foot right in the ground and beating them to the spot.
Wessel down to Christensen. Back off now to Kiergaard. They work it over to Wessel. Attacks off the right side. Gets to the rim. Some contact on the shot. No call. The rebound taken down by Stream. Stream will work it over to the right side to Towers. Towers goes inside. Driving in and getting a shot at the rim. Nice job that time by Stalder. And the Rams going to call a timeout. The Wheeler lead is 10, 63-53, 2:22 to go in this one. And Mason with the 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it here. What do the Wheelers got to do to hold on here? I'm assuming the Rams eventually start to foul and put them at the free throw line.
You first got to start with this. I don't know exactly when we look here how much time. I'll look over about
2:22.
So when you look at this, you got 2 minutes left, 35 seconds on the shot clock. There's no need to rush a shot here. I mean, you're in a 2-3 zone. The best way to beat a 2-3 zone is to either shoot them out of it or pass them out of it. You can move the ball across the top of the key, find some people in the short corner, find some people at the free throw line, move the ball, make them move there. You make them tired because it's a lot harder to get your legs under you and get out of a deficit shooting threes when you're a lot tired coming from the defensive end.
Well, they come back out in a man-to-man, though, to not allow the Wheelers to maybe run as much clock.
I think when we look out here right now and see this press, you almost have to, because when you try to go from a press to a zone, people are really running around each other and you're not going to hit the spots you want to be at.
Kiergaard looking to break that pressure here. Clock is moving. He'll get it up near half court. Now spins over to the left side. Finds Wessel. Down to the corner. Schultes open for a quick 3. It's long. McLean, though, with the rebound. Put back his block. Gets his own rebound. Draws some contact, and he's going to get himself to the free throw line. Good job of staying with it that time by Sully McLean.
Yeah, Sully, I don't know if he expected that ball to go over the rim the way it did, but he immediately caught it kind of like this here.
Stalder just fouls out of the basketball game. He's got 10 points here on the night. And that is going to bring Chisholm back into the game. Jeff Blankman, Mason Elin with you. Got Megan Berger again running our video here tonight as McLean's free throw is up and it no good. Sully has not. That was his first free throw attempt of the season. So he is 0 for 1. Second one on the way. This one is up and good. And the lead is 11. 64-53. Quick 3 on the way from Heino, no good. McLean will come down with the rebound. Off to Wessel. Wessel brings it up, past his tip, stolen away. They'll shove it ahead to Towers. Wessel back defensively. Towers lets him float by, he misses it. Rebound out to Chisholm, misses it, gets it back, and Wessel going to be called for the foul. And that is going to be, I think, number 4 on Carson Wessel.
The only bad thing here is you look who they're substituting in, Jordan Nowatzki. I mean, he's got 4 as well, so you really don't have that guard on the bench to be able to go in and substitute for your other guys.
Yeah, only a minute 45 left, so those two both got to play pretty smart. Chisholm at the line. The free throw is up and good.
Yeah,
actually, no good, excuse me.
Jorgen coming in for Carson here, and I mean, that gives you a little bit of speed on the press here, and sometimes having speed to beat the defense down the court helps you get through a press.
Second one from Chisholm. This one is up and good, so he goes a 1 of 2 that trip. It's a 10-point game at 64-54. Christensen to Nowatzki did crazy bounce pass, and now it's going to be stolen away by the Rams. The layup is no good, and the rebound taken down by Christensen, his 14th. And now we get a foul in the backcourt, and that's going to go against Chisholm. And Chisholm going to pick up his first team foul number 4, so the next one Audubon will shoot the rest of the way. Lob pass underneath. Christensen with a nice catch, and he's going to be fouled by Schwander. Schwander's going to pick up his second. But when you got a guy that can explode like that, that's a pretty good pass. Just throw it up by the rim, let him go get it.
I wasn't looking to my right side there. I almost thought Brody Schultes threw a lob and Austin was cutting down and was going to dunk. Because I'm looking over here at the ball. I thought Brody said, you know what, go up and get it.
Christensen's free throw bounces around and falls off. So these missed free throws right now are keeping Greene County in this game right now with a minute and a half to go.
Yeah, the more you knock down, the more this lead grows.
Second one up, good. Lead is back to 11. 65-54. Our Mackey Motors tailgate coming up at the conclusion there, and Miller, one of the guys expected to join us. We got a foul going to go on Audubon. That time, Schwander tried to split the double team. And that's going to go on Sully McLean at number 2 on him.
I will say, I don't think that's a bad foul. They kept their hands straight up, and that's just one where, you know, they ran into each other and contact was drawn.
You don't want to foul in this situation. You want that clock to keep running, but again, it was just two guys trying to trap, and like you said, they did keep the hands straight up. Second one on the way up, good. 55-65 now, or 65-55. Nowatzki nearly loses it in the backcourt, now off to Kiergaard. Kiergaard ahead to Schultes, and we get a timeout called by Audubon. Minute 14 left in this one. We'll see what they're going to call here. If it's a 30, we'll go ahead and keep it here. And the Wheelers looked like, after a really tough schedule to start the season, Coon Rapids, Bayard, Underwood, and Trainer, that's not a 3-game stretch that many people want to play. They look right now, if they can hit some free throws down the stretch, they got a chance to pick up their first win.
Yeah, and I just want to say this here. I mean, Darren called the timeout before it happened, but Brody Schultes in the center there, right at the wheel, turned and saw Austin Christian down low. Austin had probably 5 feet around him with nobody there, and you immediately knew when he catch the ball because he instantly turned the bench. Is like, I had a chance to go make it 12 there, but I mean, Darren had the timeout early enough there that the play was dead before it even happened.
Well, and Darren's such a tall guy. When he calls a timeout, it's hard for the officials not to see it because he's standing and towering above everybody. Kiergaard to inbound on the baseline, gets it off to McLean. 20 on the shot clock. Nowatzki out top with it. Rams have gone man-to-man. Schultes drives in underneath the McLean. Schultes with the assist. Sully McLean with another bucket. He's going to end up nearly with double digits here tonight, if not in double digits. 67-55. 3 on the way is up and good for Chisholm. And that'll cut it back to a 9-point ball game. Chisholm has got 9 off of the bench here tonight for Greene County, and what a ball game we've had here so far. We're going to step away. We're back in 30 seconds here on 93.7 KKRL, 67-58. Audubon.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
At high. Coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Jeff Blankman, Mason Nealon with you here tonight. Glad to be able to bring you some Audubon basketball. We'll have a triple header of games tomorrow night. One more game Thursday night. Triple header of basketball Friday night. And five games on the air on Saturday.
Wow. Really working this week, huh?
Yes. Well, I like to keep you busy. You're young. Nowatzki struggling to get it across in the backcourt. We're going to get another timeout called by Audubon. The Wheelers have got one left.
I think that's a really smart one, though.
It was, yes, you were going to get a 10-second call.
Jorgen was probably 2 seconds away from getting the 10, and they had a really tough defense in the backcourt there, but Jorgen did a nice job of keeping the ball alive even time it came out.
So Carroll at 8 a.m. tomorrow night on KCM with Nick Brinks. I'll have the Coon Rapids Bayard at Xyro Crane Kimballton doubleheader on KKRL and the CB Sports Network YouTube channel. Mason's up at South Central Calhoun as they host Webster City at on Kick 106.7 on Thursday. OABCIG at East Sac County, varsity doubleheader on Kick 106.7. And on Friday night, we've got Glidden Ralston at Coon Rapids Bayard with Mason. That's on Kick 106.7. We've got Audubon boys at the ICAM Manning boys with Nick Brinks. That's here on 93.7 at KKRL. So just two broadcasts for you. I misspoke, two broadcasts for everybody on Friday night. And then on Saturday, we've got Carroll hosting Storm Lake. That'll be on Kick 106.7 with Casey Miners and the CB Sports Network YouTube channel. At 10 o'clock Saturday morning on 93.7 KKRL, we've got Coon Rapids Bayard girls and boys taking on Bishop Garrigan up at Iowa Central and Fort Dodge. And then at 6:30 that night, we've got the Kemper boys battling Clear Lake on 93.7 KKRL.
I think you just want to make us struggle this week. Just having to turn things around.
I want to keep you busy, young man.
I don't know.
43.5 remaining in this one. A 9-point lead right now for the Wheelers. And Aiden Kiergaard going to be fouled in the backcourt. I think that one's going to go on Nathan Towers, the 5'10 senior. I think just picked up his third.
I think that's a smart foul, too.
It is.
You're under a minute to go, and you need the ball. I mean, you can't win a game when you're down 9 and don't have the ball.
If you don't get the steal immediately, you pretty much got a foul. Kiergaard at the line, 2 of 2 tonight, 79% on the season, and a good job by Coach Miller to set it up for what's been his best free throw shooter this season. Gets the ball on the inbounds, Mason.
Yeah, and I mean, what a sports season in general for this year Aiden's had. I mean,
yes,
shooting the ball really well in basketball. Quarterback that led the team to the dome this year as well. I mean, he's having a great year.
Yep.
I don't know, does Aiden play any track or soccer? Or?
Yeah, well, they don't have soccer, but I'm sure he'll run some track. South Central Calhoun girls winning tonight, 52-37. So,
wow.
Yeah, so nice win for them here tonight. Thanks to Kurt Bada for those details. Arweva falling earlier tonight as well. Chisholm drives in, runner-up no good. Carson Wessel coming down with a rebound. Mason, you got any idea who you're thinking for your Culver's player of the game as we get a foul in the backcourt? We're 28.3 seconds away from having to figure out who we're going with.
I won't say.
Okay.
I'll wait.
You got ideas, though?
Yeah.
You've at least been thinking?
Yeah.
Okay. Carson Wessel heading to the free throw line. That foul on Chisholm, his second. So Wessel at the line. Carson 1 of 2 tonight, 71% on the season. Free throw on the way up and no good. Student section kind of quiet over there right now.
At least they're here.
They're here, absolutely. Second one on the way, but you don't want to make a lot of noise when one of your players is shooting free throws. Kiergaard makes that second one. 70 on the board here tonight for the Audubon Wheelers.
Great offensive game for them.
Yep.
I think this is kind of their first game where they're not playing a elite team in their conference.
Yeah, Rams will turn it over. Wheeler's got a chance here to run out the clock. I'm doubting that Greene County's going to foul, and Greene County will slip to 1-3. Audubon going to move it to 1-3. Schultes with it near the bench. Shot clock is off. Wessel with it. Wessel finds Nowatzki down to 5. And a nice win here for Audubon tonight. Greene County kept chipping away and kept fighting all night long, Mason, but the Wheelers do what they need to do. They pick up a 70-58 victory here tonight. The Rams putting 22 on the board in that fourth quarter. They outscore Audubon 22-18, but the Wheelers pick up their first win of the season. We've got our Mackey Motors tailgate coming up for you right here on 93.7 at KKRL. And that is 3.5 minutes away on 93.7 KKRL and the CB Sports Network YouTube channel.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
People want and deserve more comfort, efficiency, and reliability, both in their homes and places of work. Drees Company will be there to meet these challenges, whether we are designing a new system or servicing your existing equipment. We are a rapidly growing company that strives to meet and exceed all your expectations. No matter if you are looking to buy new appliances or need the help from one of our certified technicians, we are here for you. We pride ourselves in our installation and service. Drees Company, servicing the Carroll area since 1933.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Audubon, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
For over 50 years, Pringer Slumberland has been your trusted destination for all things furniture and flooring. Hi, it's Matt Pringer, 3rd generation in our family-owned business. We understand the importance of creating spaces where memories are made and cherished. Our commitment to quality craftsmanship, personalized service, and unbeatable value has made us a staple in the community. Pringer Slumberland is more than just a furniture store. We're part of your community, and when you shop with us, you're not just furnishing your home, you're investing in the livelihood of your neighbors. Pringer Slumberland, Highway 30 West in Carroll.
Only Pizza Ranch serves buffet your way.
Don't you mean my way, Mr. Voiceover Guy?
Sure, anyone's way actually. Request your favorite pizza. We'll make it, bake it, and give you the first slice.
I can add peppers to pepperoni, Stampede on stuffed crust, maybe Texan taco on thin. No tomatoes on my half. How can I convince Mom to let us eat here every night?
It's buffet your way at Pizza Ranch. Say it with me, kid.
These DMAC Carroll campus students are tomorrow's nurses. They're leaders, smart, dedicated, and they care about their community.
My experience in DMAC nursing so far, I get to make a difference in people's lives during their most vulnerable times, and I build friendships along the way.
The interaction between the faculty, staff, and professor with the students are really close. They really help us a lot every time.
Get started today.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive health care for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
Game brought to you again by Mackey Motors of Lake City, recipient of the GM Mark of Excellence Award for 16 years running, or actually, 16 years running. Together, let's drive at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Check them out online as well at MackeyMotors.com. We thank Mackey Motors for sponsoring our pregame, our postgame, and our halftime for all of our sporting events. Jeff Blankman, Mason Nealon with you here again. Megan Berger running our video production here tonight as Audubon gets a nice win here tonight, their first win of the season. Mason, I think if you're Coach Miller, you saw a lot of really good things tonight. And, of course, you're still early in the season. We're in week 2. He saw some things he's going to want to work on as well.
Yeah, and I mean, they start the game out hot. They start the third quarter out hot. But that second quarter and part of the fourth quarter there, it was like, you went cold. But, I mean, they shot the ball well, particularly for parts of the game. They transitioned well for parts of the game there. And it's, again, like you said, second week of the season. You're not always going to have everything down and ready to go. So I think the Wheelers did a great job for what they needed to do. And I think it's a nice job of them to get their first win and shake off that 0 on the board.
What did you see defensively that stood out for you for Audubon? What can they build off of tonight?
I mean, it's conditioning. I mean, you're running that every time somebody screens or goes behind hands off the ball, you're switching. And to have that, you got to have kids that are fast and well-conditioned because you're going to be chasing the ball and chasing the screener every time there. So you have to be able to be well-conditioned. So you got to go in, you got to run a little more killers, some line drills and stuff. I know, Jeff, you love those. And I know Anna Hart down at Coon Rapids loves those
her
as well.
favorite thing, yes.
Tomorrow night you'll have to tell her that from me, is that I know that she loves line drills. But
Yes.
I mean, it's just, you're in the start of the season. You just got to get more basketball conditioning in and be ready. And by halfway through the season, you'll have that down.
Offensively, where did they build? They had a lot of guys contribute well here tonight.
Shooting. I mean, you shot the ball well at times, but to be a good team, you got to shoot the ball almost all the time well here. And that's one that, if you can knock down a couple more of those three-pointers, a couple more free throws down the stretch as well, you can get things going.
We've got head coach Darren Miller making his way over here to the post-game area. We'll get some thoughts from Coach. We'll see if maybe we can get one of the guys to jump up with us here as well. But Coach Miller making his way here into the post-game area, and we'll get Darren to join us here. And again, the Wheelers picking up a 70-58 victory here tonight. Darren, congratulations. Good win for you and the guys here tonight. Kind of a really good first quarter, kind of an ugly second quarter, a really good third quarter, kind of an ugly start to the fourth quarter. But you got enough to get the win here tonight.
We got enough to get a win, but we had 26 turnovers of just mere us. I mean, we talked about going fast, but also being smart. And second quarter, we had 9 turnovers to 5 points. So it just killed us.
Going too fast at times. I think I said that a few times.
Yeah, and it wasn't necessarily their defense at times. It was just us making a stupid pass. So,
what did you see in the first quarter? What led to that quick start?
Well, I think the first quarter we got some steals out of the press, and we were able to, get some easy buckets there, and we got some points in transition. And we really want to try to get out and run, and especially on their misses for us to get down in there. And we got a few looks, and we got a few of those in the fourth quarter too. But the goal is for us to just try to get up and down the court.
Did you like the way your defense, and especially that full court pressure, the way it worked tonight, or not really?
I wasn't really too pleased with it. We did a very good job of recovering on the backside of it. When they broke the press, and then in our half court, just the backside help was a little bit late, always getting there, and then they hit some threes that I thought we had hands up, and just the way it went. But generally, there was a lot more we need to do to get better at that. So
offensively, I said coming into the year that I knew you'd have some good guards that could score, but I also thought you'd get a lot of production from the inside. That inside scoring hadn't really come until tonight. You finally got Austin and Sully and Brody kind of going down there on the block tonight.
We have 4 guys in double figures, and we've been talking to our post. We need our post to score, and I thought Sully did a good job in the fourth, and Austin was finally being Austin, aggressive and showing his athleticism, jumping and getting rebounds and taking it hard to the hole, and we've been hounding him to do that, and finally tonight he did it, which is huge for us. I mean, it's just huge for him to be aggressive, and he did a great job.
A lot of fouls for you guys tonight. Are you okay with that, or would you rather more of the move the feet on defense?
Yeah, no, move the feet on defense, and I felt like some of those
some
of those calls were very, very questionable because we were taking it hard to the hole, which I want. I want us going downhill, and I felt like some of those calls were just whatever. It is what it is, but I don't want us to be not aggressive taking it to the hole. But I think on the defensive side, we were, like I said, some of the time we were just late rotating, and therefore then we got fouls on that, and so when us attacking the rim, getting called charges and that kind of stuff, I'm okay with that. Yeah, because we're being aggressive, and like I said, some of those were not whatever. But
you guys, what does this win mean? Because that first 3 games, I was telling Mason, we were talking about as you were making your way over, Kuhn, Underwood, and Trainer, nobody wants that schedule to start the season.
To be honest with you, all 3 of those games we fought. We played right with all 3 of those teams, and there was nothing that we needed to head our head up. We lost all 3 of them, but at the same time, we played right with them, all 3 of those teams, and that's what I kept on saying after the game for Friday at Trainer. Is like, we got to keep battling. We played really well. There were stretches we were the better team at Trainer. The first half, we were the better team down there. And we just had some times when we just didn't score in the third quarter at Trainer to get us that, the deficit got too big for us to come back. And so, I just told them we're going to keep staying the course and keep playing aggressive. And our defense really can be really good. It was really good against Trainer on Friday, the first half, I thought. And I was hoping to see that tonight. But tonight I just felt like we were just a little slow. And I don't know if that's just because of the chaotic, up and down what it was. But, we turned around and played tomorrow night. So.
Yeah, I was going to say no rest for the weary 5th game of the season. coming up tomorrow night. At least it's here at home. Missouri Valley, what do you know about them at this point?
Scrappy. They got really good guards. They've added a few people from the NIL portal, and we got to be ready to play. They got a couple athletes they've added, and they got some shooters. So we got to be ready to play again because they're a good team.
Well, I tell you what, Coach, congrats on the win tonight. Appreciate you joining us here tonight, and best of luck coming up tomorrow.
Yep, thanks so much, Jeff.
You bet. Head coach Darren Miller again with the Audubon Wheelers. We've got Austin Christensen, I think, waiting in behind him, and we'll get to Austin to make his way up here, and we'll get a chance to chat with him and get some thoughts from the, I'm going to call him the human highlight reel here tonight with, that's an old Dominique Wilkins comment there, but you guys probably too young to know who that is. Austin, congratulations. Good win for you and the guys tonight. Coach said to us, you were you tonight. How did it feel to be you?
Pretty good. Coach Mickey, he's been helping me throughout it and had me watch some game film from last year to kind of get back in rhythm, and it really helped.
What was it that you noticed that you fixed coming into tonight?
Just kind of aggressive, but also playing it safe, no stupid fouls or anything. Oh,
you're good.
And just keeping that intensity up throughout the game.
What did you guys do well early that allowed you to get that 9-0 lead, do you think?
We had some good passes in there, and we ran the floor well.
Defensively, what was good about this team defensively tonight in your mind?
We did pretty good on keeping them in front of us, not letting them drive in the center, keeping them limited. So I feel like that was our turning point for defense.
They had the big guy, the Michelson guy inside. What was it like battling with him in there tonight?
He's pretty good. You just have to kind of get behind and go straight up. So, it kind of contested a little bit, but you don't get any fouls.
You guys up big at the end of the first quarter. They make a run and make it a game at halftime. What was the conversation like at halftime?
We just kind of talked about what we had to do different. Play some tighter D, limit those deep shots, and figure out, this guy's a shooter. We need to guard him a little bit better and just kind of go from there.
How good, in your mind, can this team be by the end of the season? Because you guys are loaded with length and athletes and guys that I think have a chance to put together some really nice years.
I think we'll be better than, people expect. I think once we get that rhythm back in football or basketball season, kind of going
Still
through there.
Still have football in the mind a little, right?
A little bit. But I think once we get in that rhythm and start playing as one a little bit better, I think we'll be pretty good.
Well, I tell you what, man, I always enjoy watching you play. Doesn't matter what sport it is. I just love the way you play sports. So appreciate you coming over and chatting with us. Best luck tomorrow night with the Missouri Valley.
All right, thank you.
You bet. Austin Christensen again with the Audubon Wheelers. We'll get Mason Nealon back on the headsets here, and he'll get to put those sweaty headsets on it. And Mason, as you listen to both Darren and Austin talk here, what stood out for you about what they thought here tonight?
Again, for Austin there, just getting that motor back in basketball shape here. He's a guy, like you said, that doesn't stop playing hard no matter what sport, how far they're down, how far they're up. It doesn't matter. He's going to play the same way. But, when I watched him against Coon Rapids Barrett at just 4 points, and it felt like, he was just not ready to play basketball. He's just a little bit away from football being at the Dome. But tonight it really looked like he was that same aggression that you would have saw last season.
Let's take a look at our final unofficial statistics here tonight for Greene County. Brock Stream with 8, Carter Highnote with 8, Nathan Towers with 7, Lincoln Schwander with 8, Rafe Michelson with 2, Isaac Carber with 3, Tegan Chisholm with 9. You also had Zach Stalder fouling out of the ballgame with 10. They were 7 of 13 from the free throw line for Audubon here tonight. Aiden Kiergaard, 6 points with 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Brody Schultz, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Carson Wessel, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Austin Christensen, 16 points, 14 rebounds, an assist, and 3 steals. Brody Weber, 2 points, 4 rebounds, and also 3 steals. Jorgen Nowatzki with 10 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 steals. Ryan Hermanson, 2 rebounds, with an assist and a steal. And Sully McLean with 9 points, 5 rebounds, and a steal. The Wheelers tonight, 10 of 14 from the free throw line. And folks, you might have an idea who we're leaning as our Culver's player of the game. Again, Culver celebrating 41 years in business, of 16 of those years in Carroll. Culver's. Welcome to Delicious. Double-doubles, you tend to see a lot of them out of this guy, but a big double-double tonight, helping the Wheelers pick up that first win.
Yeah, Austin Christensen was phenomenal on the glass. He's one of those guys that, he has a really high standing vertical. He got up tonight and was able to show that off, getting a bunch of rebounds, a lot of them defensively, being able to box out well. And offensively, he just led the Wheelers in times that they needed a bucket. He'd go down, he'd be the guy that they would hand the ball off to down low, and he'd go get that bucket for him.
So our final score here again tonight, Audubon defeating Greene County 70-58. For my broadcast partner, Mason Nealon. For our video lady tonight, again, Megan Berger. This is Jeff Blankman saying thank you for listening to basketball coverage here tonight on 93.